Today's one of those days where I don't really have like an important task that I'm going to try to accomplish today, other than the stuff I'm already working on. The sprinkler warehouse. I've got a couple of damage cases. One of them's pretty much handled. It came in last night, a broken window. The Mo guy thinks so this is the third window in 12 months from this particular customer. It's a different window every time. Her back wall is aligned with windows that are probably 8 foot tall, and there's probably 6 or 7 of them. One of them's a sliding door, and the rest just look like sliding doors. And we've broken, well, she says we broke 3 of them, within the 12-month span. The first time, hey, okay, we may have broke it. I don't know. The Mo guy says he didn't. It was the same Mo guy the whole time. So we bought it. We bought her a new one, put it in. The second one broke. The Mo guy's like, I did not do that. We explained to the customer we didn't do it. Anyway, the customer paid for that one. Well, it happened again with the third window, except different windows every time. Mo guy's adamant, I did not do it. I got blamed for it last time, so every time I'm back there, I make sure to not hit that window. Like, I am so aware of it. This is what he told me. It's like, there's no way I did that. He said, it's the dog. Every time he's back there, the dog is running in the house, jumping on that window, kind of trying to scare, the Mo guy. He says he didn't see the dog break the window, but he's certain that's how it keeps breaking. And they are old windows. So anyway, I call the customer up and I explain that's what the Mo guy thinks is happening, is the dog is breaking it. Kind of caught her off guard. She wasn't really expecting that as a response from us, but she's like, I would believe that if the glass pieces were mostly on the outside, but she says they were mostly on the inside. So I don't know if that really, I don't know. This is a weird situation. She said she put cameras in from the second time the windows broke, but they're in a weird angle, so it's not quite certain. She can't see if it was actually the dog or the Mo guy. So anyway, I told her, let's go half. If you do half, I'll do half, since we're both sides say they didn't do it. And she's like, I really appreciate that. And I didn't charge her for the visit, which normally I charge, even if we did break something. I normally still charge for that visit, because that helps pay for whatever we're buying. But this time I just felt, since it's actually a third time her window's broken, and again, these are all separate windows. It's not the new windows that are breaking, it's the old windows. And when you line them up side by side on a picture, you can totally tell which ones are new and which ones are old. So I didn't charge her. I'm hoping that kind of makes her feel a little better, that I'm trying and I want to make this right with her, even if we don't think we did it. So, but that's been handled basically right away. I called last night and that's done. Rachel today will call the glass company and handle the rest. But there's another damage case that is a little more serious. It doesn't look like a big damage. It's on a concrete fence, one of those really expensive fences. The mower, the deck corner hit it and it knocked out a big chunk of it. So we got our quote yesterday and it's $2,500 to fix that. And it just kind of like threw me for a loop, because I wasn't expecting the bill to be that high, But anyway, so that's something I gotta try to find somebody else to give us another quote. you know, $2,500 is at the end of the world. No, but what I'm worried about is that I pay that, and then they find other issues that our Mo guys will do in the future, and kind of just, I can't be paying $2,500 every time. So I may want to throw something at them like, you know, if this is the best quote that we can find, we'll do it, but then we actually have to stop service here because I don't want to have to pay this again. We need to sign something saying that we're not going to be liable if that happens again. Or, you know, we pay a lesser amount, and maybe you go the other half. I mean, you know, maybe they'll go for it, maybe they won't. I don't know, but we do a lot of services there. We do, and this is probably why they're being really cool with us, because we do so much for them. So I am taking that into consideration as well. That this could be a more frustrating situation if we were new to them, but since we've been there for so long, I mean, honestly, I think we've been servicing that for about 5 years, I think. And it's kind of it's an HOA, small one. So I'm just kind of trying to figure that out today, but that's not something that's going to tie me up all day either. Good news is, today my mechanic comes back. He's been on workers' comp for big part of the year, and he comes back today with light duty. So he's been discharged for light duty for the next 2 weeks, which is fine. All I need him to do is kind of look at things, check the oil, pop the hood on the trucks, look around. That's all I really need him to do for the next couple of weeks, but I am taking him with me to Ogden tomorrow, which is about 2 hours north. Maybe not that far, but I think so. Especially in the truck we're driving, big F-250 with the dump trailer. We're gonna fill up the dump trailer and the truck with Christmas light materials so that we can start selling them here in Utah County. So we're gonna have supplies here by the end of the week, tomorrow actually. So that's cool. That is something. Well, I'm doing that tomorrow, but today I'm just prepping it up. So I've got to take all the debris we've got in the yard, unload it, and clean the trailer so we can put boxes in there and have it all ready for tomorrow. So today my mechanic, his first task will be to check the oil levels and fluids of the truck. The other thing I got going on here is I had to let a guy go. Had to let that guy go that just started this week, and I was gonna pay him cash. So I gotta write a letter saying that he has to sign saying I gave him cash, so that because if I just give him cash, you know, maybe he comes back a couple months later or whatever saying he doesn't have a receipt for payment, and you know, he can go that way. So I'm gonna write something up that he has to sign saying he got his check. I could just write him a check, but I'd rather just give him cash because, you know, make it easier for him. So I've got to do that today, and I forgot what else. I think that's it. Yesterday we sold 4 snow clearing residential jobs. So they pay a certain amount and that covers them for all winter. And we went to our existing customers that we did it last year first. Like, we emailed them first, letting them know that we're short staffed this year for residential pushers. We have plenty of plow workers, but not residential, and we let them know that. So their first kind of like the early bird, they get the early bird letter saying, hey, let us know because you're first priority before we open it up to everybody else. And so we got a bunch of responses. 4 cards went through, and I think 2 for some reason didn't go through. And so we've got to call them today and let them know. Well, I think we let them know by email, but we need to just call them. So it looks like we already have enough for 1 residential snow pusher for all winter. I'm here at the dump. I try to come every other day. I used to come every day, but it's like a $60, dump charge. So I figure to basically cut the cost in half, try coming every 2 days. And so I've been doing that, and sometimes even trying to come every 3 days. The reason why I like going every day is just to keep the yard clean, keep everything fresh, ready to go in case we need the dump trailer. But, you know, that cost, you know, saving $120, maybe even $180 a week, is just more worth it than having the truck and trailer ready to go every single day. I also buy these storage containers. I am a hoarder for container boxes. I've got more too. I've got to unload. Probably thinking, why do I buy so many of these boxes? It's because there's only one place that I know of that sells them. So I want to have enough so that if I have a whole bunch of sprinkler trucks, I'm going to have enough. So basically these boxes are really awesome because they fit on the side of my storage on the truck really good. You can fit 4 of these really good, and then 2 of these at the other end. And if you do that on both sides of the truck, I can fit every single one of these PVC couplers, one of, you know, a compartment of each one. 1/4 inch, full inch, 1/2 inch. Don't have the 1/2 inch, they're all over here now. I just bought them all. One thing I've been doing today, the numbers on all of the parts. I haven't done it on the ones that have a whole bunch of them like that, but on all the other ones, I have part numbers on everything, because you know what? All these parts cost money, you know? And for the most part, my guys are not entering them in. So that's just money just slipping through the cracks. I mean, look at this. These are $2.15. Now, these are old prices, so it's probably $3.15 right now. These are just old labels, and just money down the drain when we're putting these on, you know, using these to fix. So I've added the part numbers on them, so hopefully, you know, that gives me another reason to let everybody know how important it is. You know, I could say, you know, right now they can't say, well, I didn't know what part number it was, because you know what? I've got all the part numbers on them. They're not all done, but it's a work in progress, but I'm gonna do it because they've got to get in the habit of doing that. I mean, think about that. I mean, in this room, there's a lot of money, and it's just going out and being given away, you know, for the most part. Not all the time, but for the most part. So anyway, that's pretty much a pretty boring day I had today. But you know what? When you've got a stressful business and you've got, you know, I don't know how many, you know, 1,800 customers, it's nice to have a boring day every now and then. You know what I mean? There was no big fires today. Really nice. You know, it was just a smooth day. So hopefully you guys have some good days like that. But I do want to mention, it is important to have super stressful days. You know what I mean? I don't know. I listen to a lot of motivational stuff because, you know, I get stressed out a lot, and I try to listen to people to motivate myself, you know. And I heard somewhere that success lives with chaos. something like that. And basically what it means is, like, the more chaotic your business is, more stressful, the more you feel like you're under attack, most likely you're growing a successful business. I know that sounds crazy, and I bet you there are times where it looks like you're stressed out of control, or there are companies that are just constantly under attack and they're not doing good. I'm not saying that, yeah, it's a prerequisite that if those things are happening that you definitely have a successful business. No. But when you can look around and go, you know what, things are good. I am stressed out. A few customers are stressing me out. A few employees are stressing me out. A few workflow processes are stressing me out. I feel like, you know, the weight of the world is on my shoulders if I don't get this done. Most likely you have a pretty successful business. And so sometimes I take that when I'm dealing with a lot of stress. I try to take a moment and just think about, all right, why am I stressed? Oh, because I've got this property damage that we did and we're liable, or blah blah blah. Okay, that's okay. Why is that happening? Because we've got a lot of jobs going on. We've got a lot of big projects. We've got all this stuff going on. Okay. Well, guess what? We have things in place like insurance that can handle those kind of things. You know, we do have money in the bank that we, you know, if it's a cash issue, let's fix it. You know, those are the things that calm me down, because things do get stressful. But I do enjoy days like today. All right, guys, have a great night. Don't forget to subscribe. Help me out. I'm doing these videos daily, even if things aren't like explosions, excitement happening. I'm still gonna try and post regularly. So I need you guys to hit me with some likes. With some subscribers. Also, if you are thinking of doing Christmas lights, join my Christmas light group. That it's not my group, but I'm a part of it, and I post exclusive content every day in there. So join that. It will really help me out. All right, guys, talk to you later.